Hey everyone, my name is Jordan from the Shed Organics, and today we're going to be going through the top 5 reasons why you are not gardening. And we're going to go through and break down exactly what you can do about that and the reasons why I think they might be just a little bit of an excuse. Let's jump in. First excuse off the rank is lack of time. I've heard this so many times across my gardening life. People just say, I don't know how you find the time to garden. And look, let's be honest. Gardening just seems, when you look at Instagram, you look at all of our social media and YouTube, you see these fabulous gardens. You see highlighted the best of the best and abundance everywhere. And then when you might go and try it, and when I first went and tried it, you put something in a pot, you try and grow it, and it dies within a few weeks. And you've got pests everywhere, and you just go, this is actually way harder than I thought. So it's very easy to give up and then just say, hey, look, I don't have the time for all of this. It seems like a lot of effort. But quite frankly, I'm here to tell you that it's not the fact. You just need to start with a small amount. If you can do 10 to 15 minutes every day, every second day, just tending to one plant, you're off and running. Just section off every day, just like you would with a pet. If you had a dog, like we've got in the background, if you've got a pet or an animal that you need to look after every day or a child, you show up for them. So why not show up for your plant? Just show up for 10 minutes and just give it a little bit of love. 5 minutes at the beginning of the day, 5 minutes at the end of the day, something like that. Try and get into a routine. Reason number two why you are not gardening is limited space. Now, there is so many amazing technologies now to do with space-saving gardening. There is things like vertical gardening. We've got indoor horticulture. If you've got indoor grow lights, things like this. People are doing small balcony setups. There's even benchtop setups with little lights that can just grow some herbs or something like that. There are so many ways in which you can get into gardening in a small space, even internal, no windows, all of this. You can create a gardening environment with some grow lights and things like this. So do not hesitate to get into it, even if you've got limited space. Reason number three is most people say they do not have any gardening experience. And I was there too. We were all there. When everybody starts in life, you have no experience. So how do people get to the point where they're a master at something? They just start, they practice, they go through and actually engage in the gardening activity day after day after day. Now, as I said before, it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be conventional. It just has to be something in my eyes. You can do something every single day. Now, the solution is that you can start with some very easy to grow leafy greens or herbs or something like that that is going to give you a high chance of success. Something like tomatoes, where if you can just let it go, sometimes you're going to get results regardless of how much you tend to it. These things can often give you a little bit of motivation, success to keep on growing the next time and try something a little bit more difficult. Reason number four, most people are actually lucky with this kind of thing in this part of the world, but concerns about poor soil quality. A lot of people might live away from some fertile grounds. They're living in cities, they're living in polluted areas where their soil quality may not be as good. Now, this is a very good reason as to why you might not want to grow directly in the ground or in the environment surrounding you. But as I said before, there are so many ways in which you can grow indoors. You can import certain potting mixes from high fertile areas or ones that have been made up if you get the ingredients in yourself, and then actually have your own soil that you tend to from the start that you've built from scratch yourself or from a reputable company. Now, this goes for any high quality potting mix. You can just bring that in and not have to worry about the garden soil and how long it's going to take to build that up to a level where you're happy to grow some food in it. Reason number five, and final reason why people aren't gardening as much as they should be, is fear of failure. Now, we've all been there. We've all been scared that it's just not going to turn out. And like I said before, you could spend 3 or 4 months growing some tomatoes only to find out that they get completely swamped with insects within a couple of days. You might go away for the weekend, come back, and they've been completely eaten. And that's enough to dishearten anybody. And then if that happens once, you might be scared that that failure is going to happen again. Also, you know, as I'm doing, I'm putting out these series online as we go. So I have a fear of failing publicly in front of everybody. But to be honest, that's why we're here. That's why we're here to learn. You guys can share some knowledge with me. I can share it with you, and then we can try and get the best answer together. So do not be scared. Focus on some resilient plants, maybe to start with, some easy ones to grow, something that's going to give you some confidence and allow you to start the learning process from the beginning. So I hope that these 5 reasons are not something that you're using as an excuse, but if it is, don't worry. I've been there before, and many of us have been there before as well. It does not take much to just get in there, get your foot in the door a little bit, and you'll be well on your way to providing your family and your community with some rich, nutritious food. So get stuck in, happy gardening, and I'll see you again on the very next video.